Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Galletto Rossonero here with you, with the host, with the most, our friend Aldo. We're going to be talking about Italy, obviously, and the next matchups. So, what did you think?
I got to watch the game.
That's good.
I'm outdoor renovations, kid activities, school's over. I'm losing it, but I found those 2 hours to watch the game.
Awesome.
I'm so happy. One of my predictions became right, that I had Belgium, Italy at this point playing, and Italy winning. I had them playing France in the next round, but that's a different story.
There you go.
No, happy, man. The way there's one guy, I agree with you, right? We're going to talk about him after. No. But the rest of the team, heavily criticized against that Austria game, and quick return from our Italians with ball possession, offensive play, there to win the game. Verratti, mostruoso. Chiesa, mostruoso. Insigne, same thing. Povero Spinazzola, maybe the player of the tournament from Italy. Questions there with Insigne and stuff like that, but poor guy, what a game, and it had to end that way. Donnarumma, called upon and answered like a true champ. And the two boys that before the tournament started, big question mark on my part, Bonucci and Chiellini, can they handle Lukaku? I said no. They said there. They showed everybody the old Chiellini and Bonucci from years past. They handled Lukaku very nicely, as much as possible, right? You're not going to get De Bruyne and Lukaku with no opportunities for 90 minutes. But Donnarumma was there when the opportunities were created. And besides that, the center backs handled it very, very well. So, in all, Jorginho, another nice game, goes kind of hidden. He's such a quiet player, but does the small things right. Good control of the ball, good pace with the ball, can calm things down, can launch things forward. So, in general, an amazing game by the whole team, besides one guy. Guess who, bro?
Oh, I know who it is. I already told you.
Immobile, it's 2 games in a row now. Okay, Immobile, now it's what does Mancini do? Does he keep the same lineup, successful lineup, all in all? Or does he put in Belotti, who, when was called upon off the bench, showed heart, desire, and created opportunities as well, sacrificed himself, coming back in the midfield, very physical. So, to me, that's the only question mark. Everybody else is going to stay, and obviously Spinazzola. It's probably going to see Emerson there, but besides that, I think the whole team, it should be the rest of the boys again.
So, for sure, Belot. I think Chiesa is going to be reconfirmed as a starter because he played a hell of a game, I found. That midfield, I told you Verratti was going to take that spot back. He played a hell of a game.
That first goal, it was all him, the ball recovery.
Yeah. Barella did a beautiful goal. Insigne's goal we won't talk about because it was just, I think that kid kills him and he's still looking for the ball. And Lukaku, Chiellini is a monster. Chiellini,
half legs or one leg playing.
Yeah, but even De Bruyne on one leg, he's something else. To me, he's something else. Very, very good, but I don't know.
He was full speed. Every time he would get the ball in the transitions, every time Italy lost the ball in the final third, it was quick transition. That was the game plan. Lukaku was already there. De Bruyne and
but he wasn't even supposed to play that game. He wasn't even supposed to.
The speed that he had,
exactly,
the speed that he had was ridiculous.
With one leg, this is what I'm saying. With one leg, I think Italy deserved it. I think they played very well. I think nobody can say anymore that we didn't beat any tough opponents. We beat the number one ranked team by FIFA. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting for the next games.
Comments from Vieira?
Huh?
Any comments from Vieira after this game?
No, Vieira is sleeping at home. He's the one of the first that signed that petition to restart the game between Switzerland and France.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't a good game apparently. Besides that, everybody played very well. Like that whole midfield, I wouldn't have put Cristante in. To me, that was between Locatelli and Pessina, Cristante would have been my third choice, but I don't know. He put him in. I guess he thought that he could hold the ball more, or recoup the ball more, I should say. I don't know. Besides that, everybody played well. The only Immobile. This is why people criticize him, because Immobile is immobile. He doesn't move. He's slow. He was every ball he touched.
His first touches were awful.
Awful. Like,
His first
how can
touches
this
were
guy?
awful.
This guy scored 36 goals last 2 seasons ago. How is that possible? And half of them were Calcio di rigore, first of all. And this is why people make fun of him a bit, because they say he has too many penalty shots. They shouldn't count. All that to say, I think Belotti should go in the next game. I think it will do Italy some good if he does. And so we'll see. I don't know. I think, Immobile should definitely go in next game.
And what I'm happy about this game is, like you said, it was a favorite to win the tournament, Belgium.
Yeah.
And it's not like Belgium didn't show up.
Belgium played very well.
And Lukaku, amazing, all three up front. Mounier, I remember telling you the game against Portugal was dominant. Verratti and Spinazzola had this guy closed the whole game.
Why? I think
not Verratti, Insigne and Spinazzola. Insigne covers the wing more on the defensive side, on the final third. They had him covered, but every time he would get the ball, he was doubled up by Insigne and Spinazzola, and he had to come back. He never had the opportunity to go forward, and that's why they were going on Doku's side.
Well, that's why I think that he couldn't move. Spinazzola's pushed so much on that side. I think he didn't want to take a chance that they lost the ball. He would have been out of position the entire game. Italy's main focus of attack is the left-hand side all the time. So much so that during the game, you saw Insigne and Chiesa on the same side sometimes. Did you see that? Chiesa was supposed to be playing on the right, would go more center or towards the left, because on the right-hand side, there was nothing. Nothing was happening. That kid Doku beat Di Lorenzo so many times. It was worrisome. It was worrisome. At the end, it was like, dude, please don't lose the ball again. Like,
well, he did at one point. Did you see it? Di Lorenzo made a nice sprint. To give him credit, it was a nice sprint. Lost the ball, and which created. Doku was all alone. I think he ran the whole field by himself. But
thank God Lukaku
suffered.
I don't know. It was. I don't know.
And Lukaku off Spinazzola off the leg. That's what you were gonna say there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, that was crazy. I thought he hit the post first, but he didn't. He hit Spinazzola, and then that Shadley pass where Lukaku jumped and missed it. It was this far off.
Yeah, it was close to the 70th. Yeah, it's those in the 60th minute they had that opportunity. They had Lukaku off Spinazzola, and then that cross that he just missed.
Yeah.
And I'm happy because Italy beat a team that really showed up. They suffered a bit, so they showed a bit of everything, right? They showed that they can play attacking soccer, they can play all out offensively, but then they can also suffer defensively, which is a good sign. It's a good sign against Spain, because Spain lately has been, the last few games, has been scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah.
So Italy can suffer there a little bit and hold the defensive back, and Spain, even though they're scoring a lot, teams are scoring against them.
Absolutely.
Which is a good thing for Italy. So
Absolutely.
It's going to be a fun game. Hopefully Insigne scores another beauty like he did. To Tillman's defense, he was already on a yellow card. I think if he wasn't on a yellow card, he would have stuck out his leg there, took half his body out. You saw him as Insigne beat the living hell out of him. he just put his hands up and kind of like went back a little bit to show that he didn't touch him, but he had him beat. And hopefully Insigne, he's on fire. He's on fire, and the kid is good. The kid is good. And Napoli better sign that extension very quickly on the day.
Quickly. Besides that, England is starting to show up. We had said they had a good, very young, good team, and they are very good. They are young. They are very, very good. They are very good. Kane is waking up, which is another thing. And they'll be going against Denmark, the Cinderella team of the tournament, for me anyways. I didn't think they were going to do that good, especially after losing their first 2 games. But they made it through, and here we are. I don't know, can they beat England or...
You know, they beat Wales, they beat the Czech Republic. People are going to say it's not big teams and blah, blah, blah. They're still winning the games.
Absolutely.
Nobody put them in the semifinals of this tournament. Nobody. So that Arcaire is playing amazing. Milan stole this guy, and he's playing amazing. And the whole thing that happened with Eriksen on the field, I mean, Denmark took off from that point on. There's no looking back. So who knows? I don't think they'll beat England. I think England will come out top. But who knows? France is not there anymore. There's so many teams that are not there anymore that nobody predicted. So anything could happen.
All the big teams, but, except Italy and England.
Yeah, so it could happen. I'm not going to say no, obviously it could happen, but I think England, Kane is like you said, on fire. Sterling is playing well. And England has shown 2 sides also. They showed that they struggled in the beginning with goals. They weren't allowing goals. And now all of a sudden they're starting to score goals too. So Italy's a bit like, England is a bit like Italy, right? Young, new team, new style of play, and so it'll be interesting. I think that's going to be the final. I think you predicted that also, right? Italy, England, after that group stage debacle. But I see those 2 going ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's it. Italy versus Spain, like we said. I think Italy can do it. Spain's defense this year is not that great. And that's it. So predictions, Italy, England, is that what we're going for? That's what I predicted anyways. My last...
why not?
Why not? All right. Okay. So that's it for today. Aldo's review. Guys, this week, we'll try to do the rebuilding of AC Milan, our first rebuild video. And then we'll try to do other teams with Aldo as well. See what they need or what we would buy. I don't know. There's a few names coming out left, right, and center for Milan.
Do Tonali already.
No, apparently it's done. They just have to announce it.
It's been done for 3 weeks. Just do it already.
I don't know. Apparently it's done. We'll see. Do Tonali so we don't have to put him in our list of players. Exactly. It's already going to be there. All right, guys. So have a great day. Aldo, thank you very much. Have a great soccer day. Forza Azzurri for the next game. I'm sure we'll have another, hopefully we'll have another happy video for Italy. And we'll see how it goes. All right, Aldo, have a great day. Thank you very much.
All the best.
Ciao.